Well, the province is proposing changes to Christopher's law that would strengthen supervision of registered sex offenders in Ontario. CP24's crime analyst Steve Ryan joins us live with more on this. First off, Steve, for those who don't know about what Christopher's law is, what is it and what are these new changes?
Yeah, so Christopher Stevenson was 11 years old back in 1988. He was abducted at knife point, sexually assaulted and murdered in Brampton. Joseph Fredericks was convicted, and eventually he was killed in jail in 1992. Again, he was a convicted sex offender prior to abducting, sexually assaulting, and murdering this 11-year-old little boy. So a coroner's inquest in 1993 recommended that Canada impose a sex offender registry, and that requires all sex offenders to report to the police. So today, the province announced that they are going to strengthen that sex offender registry with the ultimate goal of protecting communities even more. And what they're going to do when they pass this legislation or table this legislation is to prevent convicted sex offenders of changing their names. And the idea behind that is they do not want these sex offenders to have the ability to go underground and become anonymous. They also want to require them to report to the police if in fact they are planning on traveling, and if they're going to go online on the social media, they need to advise the police of a username that they're going to be under. So these are enhanced, I would say, recommendations that are wanting to be put into place to make sure that the police are able to monitor those who have been convicted of these very vile sexual assaults. Here's more from the Solicitor General and from the Deputy Police Chief in Peel, who we heard from today at a press conference. Let's listen.
Amendments to Christopher's law and the Ontario Sex Offender Registry will, if passed, give police services additional information that can help them prevent, investigate, and solve these crimes, including crimes committed online. And they include clarifying reporting obligations for sex offenders serving sentences in the community, requiring offenders to report information such as receiving a passport or driver's license within a fixed period of time, and catching up with changes in social media by requiring offenders to report information to police services.
Currently in Peel, there are 750 registered sex offenders. 185 of them are considered high risk. Our numbers represent the second highest per capita numbers in Ontario. This is why the proposed changes and the current legislation are so important to our ability to protect our community.
Enhancing public safety is what this new legislation proposals are all about. I'll send it back to you.
Thanks for the update, Steve.